Hi friends, it's Lisa Hetrick, illustrator for Gina K Designs, and I'm so grateful you could join me today. And I'm super excited to share my brand new stamp set today and always. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a walkthrough, share a couple sample cards, and kind of talk a little bit about the inspiration for this set. It is chock full of some beautiful flowers, some big honkin' sentiments, and a whole lot of fun. So I am always looking for ways to create stamp sets that kind of mimic the look and feel of the paintings that I create, the watercolor paintings. And I want to create stamp sets that can help you create watercolor effects. So this is another stamp set in my collection that has the intention of doing that. And these two flowers here, specifically these two flowers, have been illustrated and created with that kind of brush stroke feel, so that when you're stamping and you're playing around with them with watercolor techniques, you can get that kind of brush stroke look. So it's super fun. And they're big, big honkin' flowers in here and lots of really fun elements for building beautiful floral arrangements, so to speak, on your cards. So this is one of my favorite things in the set. I love it all, and I'm going to say favorite probably a lot. But this piece right here, the dots, the wonky dots that I've got going on in here, were created from dots that I have made in a pattern with my brush using watercolor. So it's kind of different, kind of funky, and kind of wonky. And the today sentiment has been hand lettered, and so it's a little bit wonky and it has a little bit of character to it. Kind of fun as a standalone, but it also works with the smaller sentiments that you see on the left here. So, and they can be used above or below or nested in or on strips of paper. Lots of different ideas I'm going to be sharing over the next couple weeks with specifically with these sentiments and how you can use it in your card. So we have make today amazing. Today is your day. Today and always, and enjoy today. And of course, you can use any kind of sentiment you want with the word today because it's really pretty versatile and a lot of fun to use. So, and this is one of my favorite flowers. I know I just said that about the other two, but here we go. So these three flowers here are big. They are big honkin' flowers. So here is a roll of washi tape, which is about maybe 2 inches wide or so. So the line art flower is called a ranunculus, and I love drawing and painting them. When I paint them, I call it brush dancing because you create these really wonky lines. So it's a really fun flower. There's also companion pieces to the brush flowers. There's elements that can be stamped in the center, florals as well. And there's all of these funky fillers that I love. Leaves, different fern-like images, and lots of different pieces to help create a beautiful flower arrangement on your paper crafting and card projects. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little bit of the two-step stamping process that you can do with the two big brush floral images here. So I'm going to go ahead and get both of these stamp sets out and ink them up with my beautiful pinks from Gina K. So I'm going to start with the light one and work light to dark. So I have the larger brush floral flower, and I call these flowy florals, and I've just gone ahead and inked it up with the innocent pink on this piece of Gina K white. Layering white cardstock. I love that cardstock. It's so smooth and the inks just blend so well on it. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the smaller brush floral image from the stamp set and ink that up with the passionate pink. So these two work very well by themselves as an element for your card projects, and they also work amazing together. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that up in the darker image and just kind of give it a little bit of a turn because they can layer right on top of each other, but I'm just going to turn it a little bit to the right. Could have gone to the left if I wanted to, but a little bit to the right to just kind of create that two-step stamping. And what happens is, because the image has like that brush look and it has some open areas, the colors and anything underneath it are going to show through. So I love that because you get that instant layering of color. So I'm going to go ahead and do this again with the Innocent Pink in the larger brush Floral, and just go ahead and stamp that down. And this time I'm going to take the smaller brush Floral with the Passionate Pink, and I'm going to give it a 180-degree turn instead of just stamping it the way we just did a moment ago. I'm just going to go ahead and flip this around and turn it. And just so you know, this stamp set works, these two florals, and you're going to see them in some inspiration and projects that I'm going to be sharing over the next couple weeks, work really well when you just kind of turn the stamp to create a different kind of variation in the way the floral looks. And so doing that just kind of changes the look and feel, and it also changes, it gives you kind of more interesting looking bouquet, and the flowers look completely different each time. And you can imagine if you change up the colors and kind of just with these two stamps, how much fun you can have with creating your bouquet. So again, these are really just like my whimsical flowers that I paint, and that was the inspiration behind creating those two brush florals. And here are a couple samples, and here are some projects that I'm going to be sharing video tutorials over the next few weeks on watercolor, on building these beautiful bouquets, on using these stamp sets with some of my other stamp sets to create some really interesting, easy to do paper crafting projects and card making projects. I've got a little surprise up my sleeve that I'm not sharing in this video, but I can't wait to share the tutorial with you over the next couple weeks. And I'm also going to be cranking out that wreath builder and using some of the elements from this stamp set to create some really fun wreath builder like effects. There's so many things that you can do with the stamp set. It's very versatile. All of my stamp sets work with each other and are in proportion to each other. This is one of my favorite cards. I know I say that about everything, but creating this beautiful, beautiful bouquet. Again, all of my stamp sets work really well with each other and are coordinated to proportionally work well with each other. So if you've invested with it in any of the other stamps in my collection, this stamp set and the fillers and the flowy florals that are a part of this stamp set will fit in really nicely with your collection, as well as other stamps that might be in your collection. So here's another look at the Today and Always stamp set with Gina K Designs, and I'm super excited for this release, and I'm really excited to be sharing a lot of card tutorial inspiration over the next couple weeks to inspire you to craft your joy. So thanks so much for watching this introduction to my brand new stamp set with Gina K Designs. Please consider subscribing to this channel and sharing this video, and I look forward to seeing you next time.